everybody! Foley here for more Foley Fables, Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. It's been a while. It's been a while since we played this, so I don't entirely remember where we stopped. We had just solved the elephant case, I think, the gilded cage. And we had learned... Oh yeah, we need to go back to Sherlock's house. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Let me shrink. Shrinky dink. So, while in between streams, I have gone about the map and I have kind of collected some fast travel points, some other shops, some points of interest and stuff like that. I have collected some of the coins. May have collected all of the coins, actually. Looking at the map now, it's possible I've done all of them. I thought I missed one. I didn't have time before my flight, but it looks like I got all of them. But we'll find out anyway, because we're going back into Sherlock's house. So, we had a vision again. Something's going on in Sherlock's childhood home. That's what we're going to check out. We're looking for a mirror.
You know, I envy you, Sherry. You can talk to other people and they won't ignore you.
And I envy you. You can ignore any person you're bored with. You don't miss out on much. Most men are dull, unlike yourself.
Well, I'm flattered.
Sherlock attracted to his own imaginary friend. Nice. I thought it was up here, but it doesn't look like it. Alright, so the coins are here. If we actually finished it, we should be able to do it now. Where would that be? I forget what it's fucking called now. In for a... Oh, it's finished. Okay, never mind. I thought there was another thing that you get when you come back here. It didn't have much to it. Anyway, we can ignore it. Right. Looking at the wrong quest.
I had a surprise for my mother.
Something was fragile. Dirty, heavy tool.
You had a shovel with you, John.
Some kind of ancient finding.
I was holding an ancient Greek vase, or rather, quite a big piece of it. I remember now.
Was he
We
also
dug up the
holding the
vase from
shovel,
Greek
or what?
ruins here on Cordona, and were eager to show my mother
Because
right
obviously
away.
John is, imaginary, so... Is Sherlock holding the shovel as well, or is the shovel just not there and Sherlock's imagining it?
For some reason, the door was closed. We knocked.
Housekeeping!
But nobody answered. We thought that she was busy.
So we left the vase and ran downstairs.
Vase or vase? What do you guys say? I say vase. I decided
to gather some archaeological tools in order to take a closer look at the vase.
But then we heard something, didn't we?
No! My vase!
It came from upstairs.
Spent so long on it. Vase shards.
The vase was broken, shards scattered all over the floor. And your mother was standing at the door.
Indeed, John. I doubt it was her. Let me concentrate.
Angry person male. That's
Dr.
probably...
Richter was standing there, furious at us. Dr. Richter told us never to disturb my mother when the door is closed. He said she had broken the vase.
Doubtful.
But we didn't believe him. I bet he smashed it.
Doesn't seem like something Mumsy would do.
Her things are still here.
Presumably Mycroft never felt the need to sort through it all.
Or couldn't bring himself to.
No. He would have put it behind him and moved on. My brother is not one for sentimentality.
Is Sherlock? Is Sherlock one for sentimentality? I don't think so. Alright, well, we can snoop around Mummy's room.
This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason.
Oh, it's aspirin. Aspirin doesn't smell, though. Does it? I'm unaware if aspirin smells or not.
This picture was drawn by my mother. I recognize her hand. There's a date on it, 8th of December, 1868.
It's ages ago. Let me look at it again. Okay, this way. Right. Okay, I think I know where that is.
This seems a bit odd. I can recognize my mother's style, but it's far too sloppy. Dated 12th of February, 1869.
Nice. Okay, so mother's hands are going to shit. Sounds of things. Oh dear.
It's difficult to tell what this is meant to
I
represent.
think it's the house.
There's no date at all.
Newspaper. Seeger Holmes' obituary in The Times. London, August 21st, 1865. Mr. Seeger Moreland Holmes, a renowned archaeologist, authenticator, and historian, is dead. A mere 41 years of age, he was seized by a cardiac event during the opera at the Covent Garden Theatre on Saturday. Despite the physician's best efforts, he remained insensible and died at 20 minutes past 6 o'clock last evening. His sudden end came as a severe shock to his large circle of acquaintances. Mr. Holmes has survived his by-wife, Violet, and two sons, Mycroft, 16, and Sherlock, 6. Funeral services will be held Wednesday at the Highgate Cemetery of St. James by Reverend W.E. Stanley.
It's a strange feeling to read about my father's death in the newspaper. I can't recall anything except the deep feeling of loss.
Lost all his money.
It happened before we even met. It's so sad. I'm sorry.
Old sheet of paper. March 25th, 1869. Nice. Examination notes of Dr. Otto Richter. Over the last few months, I have asked Mrs. Holmes to sketch some landscapes. The first few were clear and accurate, but subsequent drawings quickly drifted away from reality. It appears her disease progresses rapidly and perhaps even affects her vision. I may need to consider trepanation. No, you don't need to consider that. Ever, really. That's not a thing that needs to be considered at all, ever. A sweet case. What might this be?
No labels. I doubt it ever had one.
It's just cocaine?
There appear to be residues of the bottle's contents at the bottom.
An almost empty bottle of something. Observation Journal. Observations of Mrs. Violet Holmes by Dr. Otto Richter. 19th of May, 1868. Initial consultation revealed the patient suffers sleep problems, periods of anxiety, and slight confusion of memories. Described a strong sedative to be administered daily and will continue to monitor symptoms. I don't understand how that would work or help in any way. 3rd of August, 1868. Sedation has helped to minimize anxiety attacks. She's asleep all the time, but okay. But Mrs. Holmes now experiences catatonia. Oh, really? A big fucking shock there. Apathy and prolonged depressive states. Moreover, the patient's confusion has worsened. She has begun writing letters to her deceased husband as if he were alive. I have prescribed 6 further drugs to balance her mental state and weekly hydrotherapy. Swim. Shower. Bath. 27th of November, 1868. current drug regimen has delivered middling results because I'm just fucking messing around, with confusion worsening into near constant delusion. Patient grows aggravated when these beliefs are contradicted, prompting aggressive behavior. I have now witnessed several episodes of violence against her own family and towards herself. Consequently, I ordered that bars be installed on the windows and that Mrs. Holmes be strapped to her bed at night. The dosage of all medications has been raised. Cool, because it's working so well. I have prescribed the patient additional hypnotherapy sessions, as well as some mild hallucinations. What is this guy doing? He's just trying fucking everything by the sounds of things. Here's trepanation stuff.
Do you think the doctor could have used these tools here? I hope not.
Straps on the bed. Just doesn't look right.
I know, where's the one for the feet? Potassium bromide. 10 brains. Oh wait, 10 grains. Okay, that makes more sense.
Seems this was the most frequently used medication.
Guessing that's the sedative?
1 dram dissolved in a glass of water administered daily. Not to exceed 1 dose in 24 hours.
Shit, how fucking powerful is this? 1 dram every 24 hours. February 1869, from Violet to Seeger. My gentle Seeger, alas, I am still yet to receive any correspondence from you. One presumes my previous letters are chasing you around the continent as you travel. You are in good health and already on your way home. Forgive me my impatience, but life without your kind voice and bright eyes is scarcely worth living. Boys need their father around too. I can tell they miss you, though as you well know, Mycroft is not one to wear his heart on his sleeve. In case my prior letters have been lost, know that we have relocated to Cordona. Please come back soon. Forever yours, Violet. February 1869. Nice. Seems fairly lucid there. Alright, okay. Hydrotherapy, I guess, was indeed the bath.
Oh, I would love to take a bath right now.
Not this one. Surface corrosion suggests it was prone to extreme temperature fluctuations. For medical purposes, I suppose.
Yes, that's a thing. Scalded the shit out of her. Cool. Jess?
Look what I found. The
You didn't
White
find
King
shit.
is under attack.
I found
Sherry, can you save him and checkmate the opponent in one move?
No. I mean, I'll try, but no. Can I? Hang on, I think I need to... This? Yes. Sorry, it's been a while. Defend the king with the bishop. Save the king by retreating. I can't check if I save the king. If I want to check him, I'll have to defend the king. Where am I putting the bishop? Well, the bishop's here. Okay, so put him there. That puts his king in check. Or sorry, it keeps his king in... Wait, hang on, wait. Sorry, that's my bishop. If I put that there... The castle puts his king in check. The bishop takes my king out of check. If he takes my bishop with his bishop, I can take his bishop with the king. Then the rook would still be in check anyway. Yeah, that should do it.
Oh, nice move. You saved the king and checkmated the black king with the rook.
Castle. You suck, John. I'm much better at this than you.
You're not obliged to be here, Sherry. We can leave any time you want.
Okay, have we found all the things in here?
This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason.
that's done. Oh, I need to do this. All right. Analyze what was in the bottle. We need 3 hexagons and -4. That Pokemon that's a magnet. I forget its name. Magnetite, something like that. All right, 3 works. Fine, that's done. And then -4 blues. Okay, put you back. So we have this. That's what I want. Tell me what it does. Guess I'll find out when I put it down. Does it invert it? Is that what it's telling me? It gives me the opposite? Okay. In that case, we don't need you. An almost empty bottle. Analysis identified the substance as a hallucinogen or an hallucinogen. Anyway, derived from shrooms. Alright, psilocybin. Alright, that's that. Spent my child in a stolen manner. John proposed that we find our bedrooms. I managed to access my mother's room. What memories will I uncover? I should probably pin that if I want to find anything else in here. Okay.
Looks like it was damaged by a blunt object. Oh, it brings back some memories.
Something was yeeted at us. Broken
The
plate.
broken plate shards were all over the floor. Mycroft had to change his suit as the one he was wearing was completely stained.
Who threw it?
Mother was troubled that morning. Something we did upset her. Dr. Richter tried to calm her down. We had to put the tray with Mother's morning tea down, but why?
The table was
Started to ring a
overturned.
bell. I think it happened in the morning.
Alright, Mind Palace. Okay. Is that Mycroft? Maybe, although he messed up his suit though. Because that didn't hit the painting yet. Must be that one. They said it was something they did.
I don't believe you! Liars! Get away from me! It's not true!
Is it his death?
It's not real!
What? Oh,
Everything will be okay, Sherry. I promise.
She must have got news of Seeger's death.
It was the morning of the 9th of April, the day my mother died.
Morning of April 9th. The 9th of April started off badly. My mother was anxious, then hysterical. She threw food and shouted at the doctor, calling him a liar. John and I brought her morning tea, but when the shout started, I became scared. The only thing I could think to do was hide near the bed and wait for everything to pass. Thankfully, John was there to protect me and calm me down. Alright, maybe it wasn't the death then.
She was not just ill, but bad. God have mercy.
I'm sorry. That explains why you locked the memory away.
There must be more, John. That was the morning of her death. I need to know what happened.
Every time you... I just don't... Please, Sherry, leave it be.
Just breathe, John.
I am
You know that
fictional. I
leave the
cannot
last
breathe.
stone unturned. We are so close.
I know. But can we at least leave it for another day?
Well, history tells us these memories are triggered by our investigation of other matters. I suspect it could not be forced even if I so desired.
Thank you. How are you feeling about all this? Tell me, I'm not the only one reeling.
I am not alright.
It feels wrong, sad. Like they're the memories of another man. I'm struggling to reconcile my love for my mother with the reality of who she was. And worse, what possessed Mycroft to lie about it? There are precious few pieces of this puzzle remaining, John. Let us dawdle here no longer.
Indeed. Wait, did you hear that?
Nope.
Yes. Metallic souls. What is this sailor doing here?
Could be a horse. You don't know. Horses have metallic souls. Right, what evidence do I have? Knocking at the door. And... that's it. Knocking at the door. Okay. How'd you get in? You just let yourself in, dick.
Sherlock Holmes, isn't it? I was looking for you.
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
You can call me your new game.
Huh?
The rules are
New Game
simple.
Plus? What's on
I
your
have
head?
something for you, but you alone must work out what that is.
And that something is my prize, I suppose?
You're a fast learner, sir.
Alright, what's with the pink on your head? Pink paint in hair. Alright, painted recently. Old and shabby, sailor's uniform suggests he's maybe not a real sailor, because the real sailor would be forced to keep it clean. No signs of hard physical work? Yeah, not a sailor. Hiding something square-shaped. Going with artist. Hang on, let's read this first. So, a sailor came to my house declaring that he was my new game. His hands showed no signs of regular physical activity, no corns, no rough skin, but owing to the fact he had an old worn-out uniform, I assumed he was still in service. He had a drop of pink paint in his hair, which led me to believe he is somehow involved in the art sphere. A man dressed as a sailor came to my house, declaring that he was my new game. A drop of pink paint in his hair betrayed him as a man who was involved in the art sphere. His hands showed no signs of regular physical activity, no corns, no rough skin, which is at odds with his mariner's outfit. Few artists know my name or where I live, so Vogel best fits the role of the game master. Considering the tiny square-shaped object in the fake sailor's pocket, I deduced he was employed at Vogel's art gallery, and the real reason for his visit was to pass me an invitation.
I cannot believe that Mr. Vogel has somehow successfully called my attention to his gallery. You're here with an invitation to visit it, obviously.
My word, you are fast, Mr. Holmes. Could you explain how you came to that conclusion?
No.
Of course.
My secrets are my own.
Explanations are my favourite part of any conversation. Hands without any sign of regular physical activity, in contradiction to one who would most usually wear such a uniform. The paint in your hair is pink. I don't know of any military service that paints their ships pink, unless they have launched a new fashionable fleet.
Could be.
A sailor with the soul
Could
of
be
an
the Hello
artist,
Kitty,
I would suggest
Navy.
rather a gallery employee disguised as a sailor to mislead me. How many artists on the,
The Hello
island
Kitty
know where
tactical
I live
nuclear
and of my
submarine.
passion for deduction? Werner Vogel is clearly at the top of the list. And you've been attempting to conceal something square-shaped within your pocket. An invitation, I suppose. An invitation to Mr. Vogel's gallery.
That was remarkable, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Vogel was right about your genius. I think he may have even underestimated you. This is your invitation. Please tell Mr. Vogel that the seed has been planted. He asked me to tell you to do so, if you win this little game. Farewell.
Vogel's Art Gallery invitation. I don't know what Vogel sounds like, so...
My dear Sherlock Holmes, as you no doubt have already guessed, I would like to invite you to experience my art exhibition, not only for the purpose of the contemplation of beauty, but in a more... Oops. I pressed the wrong button. I'll read it again, my dear Sherlock Holmes. The contemplation of beauty, but in a more general need of your genius. You will find the gallery at the Caravanserai at the crossroads of Bazaar Road and Hermes Avenue in Old City. Always your friend.
Okay. So, John's diary. There's something I did notice going about in between streams where I was just bumbling about doing bullshit. John actually makes notes of times when you fuck up or when you get something right. Like, can I find one? Okay, so the one at the bottom, like, everyone is starting to look at us oddly, all thanks to Sherry, of course. You shouldn't approach people with such baffling questions, so this is when I was, like, trying to find and just talking to people. But there's other ones, like, when you get things right. And, like, I never doubted that Sherry would get what he needed from those gossipers, he's got the knack for it, does he use clues for deduction and so on, and that kind of happens anytime you do anything. It's like 16 pages now. Anyway. Mind Palace. John... Fragile sanity. My mother's struggles with mental disease could well be hereditary and affect my mind and rationality. Mother died of tuberculosis or a mental disease. Mycroft hid the truth about the death of our mother and lied when he told me that she died of TB. Why you lying? I assume these don't go together yet. Okay. News from abroad, we know nothing yet, because that's the next one. Okay, so I was actually thinking of doing some of these instead. These are side cases. Some of them we collected during the streams. Some of them I just overheard as I was walking about. So what sounds interesting? Alright, so the Collie Shangles is one we actually picked up on stream, so let's take a look at that one. Okay, a sailor was stabbed to death in a fight at the Golden Eel Bar, which is located on Scarlet Street in the Old City, west of Sesame Street. Suspects, these guys, Brian McLee, a soldier, Alec Kaplanidis, a dock worker, and Salim Yunan, a trader. All suspects were detained, cases pending further investigation. Alright, so I gotta find that. Golden Eel Bar, Scarlet Street, Sesame Street, in the Old City. Right, so the Old City is... somewhere here. Okay, so I may have unlocked it already. No, okay. No. Alright, so Sesame Street... I've fucking forgotten already. Scarlet Street and Sesame Street, okay. Alright, Scarlet and Sesame. Keep an eye out. Alright, there's Scarlet. Scarlet Street. Scarlet Street continues. There's Sesame Street, so it's there. Looks like we're heading over here anyway. Sailor was stabbed to death in a bar fight on Scarlet Street in the Old City, west of Sesame Street. So Scarlet Street, we're on it, and it's west of Sesame Street. to Sesame Street. It must be this. The lads are here. It must be this.
Is this familiar to you? Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
Oh, you fuck off. It's right here.
Are you able to help me?
I cannot be of help, sir. Someone else might know better.
I'm right here. You could, like... West of Sesame Street could also be here, I suppose. We're not even on Scarlet Street right now, actually.
Stark told me you'd be doing the legwork for him. Feel free to look around.
Alright, here we are.
Wow, things really got out of hand here.
Now you want to get... I gotta stand on the thing for
Shards
you to
of a
tell
broken
me?
bottle with blood on them.
Table? Glasses?
The lenses are very thick. The owner of these glasses is very nearsighted.
I never know. Is nearsighted mean you have difficulty seeing things close to you? Or does it mean you're good at seeing things close to you and it's fire away things you're bad with?
Someone must
I
have
assume
landed
it's the
hard
first
on it.
one. Nearsighted means you have trouble with things close to you.
Spilled beer led to spilled blood.
An unfinished bottle of rum.
Somebody should deal with that.
What would you like? On today's menu, we have stomach punching, head kicking, and the chef's special, throat slitting.
Whose throat is getting slit?
That's a lot of blood. The victim was stabbed several times.
Gee.
Sharp enough to gut a fish or a man. An ordinary kitchen knife. Solid oak. It took quite a blow to break it.
Where did they manage to get oak from here? We need to mine palace in here? Do we need to Geralt of Rivia while we're in here? Alright, what happens? Here's number 1. Somebody spilled their beer. No. That seems more likely. So I guess it would have to be Sailor Guy would be next. There's a shattered chair nearby, so yeah, okay, makes sense. It's not the same guy. can see the glasses in the hologram, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. Unlikely, since you are over there right now. So that seems more likely. Is the broken glass at number 3? So he could have like and then threw it away. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, okay. Well, I said he was going around just smashing people with chairs. He's just giving everybody the chair. Is there one after him? Okay, 22. Okay, and then somebody got the sailor with the knife. The accountant got off his feet and stabbed him. He's the only one still standing. Yeah, it's not him. He got glassed. Oh. He got chaired. Unless he got up and like hit him again. Potentially he's missing his glasses. He would know who he was stabbing. But at the same time, he's missing his glasses, so he wouldn't even be able to see. I think he chaired this guy. And then got up and stabbed him? Does that seem likely? I'm gonna try this, and if this is wrong, then it's the guy he chaired.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate. You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
It can't be the sailor, right? On the floor, I mean. That can be the sailor. And he hit him. Hang on, did the accountant knock him out? Back to the start. You got the trader and the sailor. There is no broken glass anywhere. The bottle over there is full. Although I suppose he could have dropped his drink. Okay. Potentially this happened? I mean, there's a broken chair there, but it wasn't actually part of the evidence. So it could be that the accountant bumped into him, knocked down his drink, sailor gave him shit, turned around, punched him. He hasn't got into the fight yet. It's the bald guy, so I think that makes sense. Then that makes sense. And Maybe the accountant stabbed him because he thought he was the other guy?
It all started when the trader accidentally spilled his beer over the sailor. The trader punched the soldier who came crashing down on a table. The worker smashed a bottle over the trader's head, then the sailor knocked the worker out with a chair. The soldier is the real killer. He wanted to knife the trader but killed the sailor due to his poor eyesight.
Okay. The answer is obvious. The soldier's the real killer. He wanted to kill the trader but attacked the sailor due to his poor eyesight. Soldier's the killer. Cool. Now what? Are they waiting for me, or do I think maybe I have to go back to the police station? Alright, doesn't look like there's anything else in here.
Where's the barman?
What's new? I think I go back to the police station, which is somewhere.
You have 3 people detained on suspicion of murdering a sailor in a bar fight. All evidence indicates that the soldier among them is the true killer. He was the last man standing.
Very well. Soldier or not, he'll get what he deserves. I'll see to it personally. Nice work. Try solving another case. It seemed you have a knack for it.
Alright, that one was... I suppose it is like the first one, so I guess it makes sense that it was straightforward enough to finish. Do we have? Okay, the siren song one actually sounded kind of interesting. So a sailor was found drowned on the beach by the cemetery. People are talking about sirens, but that's just superstition. Or is it? Alright, we'll just read what this one's about. Report number 18-7. 3 men were killed in a quarrel over the distribution of bank robbery loot. The gunfight was reported at the northern end of Silverton in a backyard of Engineers Lane between Evernote Street and Coal Pit Street. Stolen property was not recovered. Case suspended due to inconclusive evidence, pending further investigation. Alright. I mean, that one sounds interesting too, but this one has, like, supernatural stuff going on. Maybe. I doubt it. Okay, so the beach by the cemetery. Which is that, I think. I think this is one I either overheard in gossips, or I think I came down here just to see what was down here.
And the kiss mark, it's the work of a siren, I'm telling you.
Here to gawk at the bloater?
Not at all, officer. Perhaps I can help.
Help with what exactly? Solving an accident? Fellow drank himself to death, literally. Case closed. It's not the first
go home,
case either. A few days ago, another drunken sailor drowned himself in a fountain.
Oh, what shall we do with the drunken sailor?
What can you tell me about the other sailor?
Nothing to tell. Some rich chap complained about a dead body in a fountain. Wasn't me who inspected the scene, though. Should have gone easy on the bottle, if you ask me. They get to shore, they start drinking like fish. Too bad booze doesn't make them grow gills, eh?
I would like to take a look around.
Go ahead. Just don't disturb the evidence, all right? I still have to write my report.
There's talk on the streets that a siren could be responsible for the drownings.
A siren? You mean the bird woman kind? Why, of course, we've got sirens aplenty round here. Harpies, too. Oh, please.
He seems unconvinced.
The water is shallow and the slope is smooth. One would have to be dead drunk to drown here. His whole body is tense, stiffened by rigor mortis. The face is frozen in a contorted smile.
That could just be a rictus grin, though.
A kiss on the forehead is quite intimate, but the vulgar lip rouge suggests a different type of intimacy. Interesting.
That's supposed to mean, look, anybody can wear vulgar rouge lipstick. Okay, he's got sailor tats. Oh, boobs. Can't show that. Can't show boobs. Okay, hang on. Don't look at it, guys.
His fingers are clenched as if he's clutching to life even now.
Again, I think your fingers do that anyway? After death? Give him an upskirt. Shoes are
Warm,
dry.
soaked boots, size 8. Something smells fishy here, and it's not brine.
Multiple sets of feet print.
It's a good thing the tide hasn't washed away the tracks. I should inspect them more closely.
Aha, different shoes. Right, they're his. The heels are not his. Okay, that's the policeman. Interesting. Where did the heels go? Somebody stood here for a while. Cigarette.
Light tobacco with a hint of citrus. A bright red lip rouge mark.
Curious. Anything back here? Doesn't look like it. Bottle, maybe?
Siren's song. The rumours weren't so absurd after all.
Hit on the nose.
There's still some left, just enough for a tipple.
Nice. Okay, so we can analyze the wine. See if there was anything in it. Alright, what are we trying to get? We are trying to get 4 hexagons, 3 triangles, and 4 magnetites. Well, the 4 magnetites are there. Not much trouble. Okay, 4 magnetites. Done. 3 triangles and 4 hexagons. How do I get to 4 hexagons? I have this. I can get 1 hexagon out of this. What's this? adds 1 to it. Okay. Well, in that case... Is there a way for me to just... Yeah, okay. Alright, so we can get 4 of these done. And they wants me to... invert? Can I invert something that would work? I can use the +1 to make 4 for that. Then it's getting 3 triangles. Just this. Yeah, so I can combine you and you, which will give me -3, and then I can invert the -3 to get +3. Am I not allowed to just go straight there, no? Oh, I haven't done this. Oh, I need to add them. Sediment contains cyanide. Somebody put cyanide in the wine.
The sediment contains cyanide. It turns out he was poisoned.
Didn't the copper say that fellow drank himself to death? He wasn't wrong.
What now? I've still got my report to write, so make it quick.
I hate to break it to you, officer, but it wasn't an accident.
Care to elaborate, smarty boots?
The bottle of wine I found near the victim had been poisoned with cyanide. He was dead before he hit the water.
Whoa, that's a twist. Any leads on the poisoner?
Nothing to put my finger on, but I might need to inspect the other drowned sailor.
Well, of course I won't stop you. It's not my case anyway. We had a complaint about a body in a fountain. Can't have bodies laying about in fountains, can we? It was somewhere in Scaladio, as far as I know. You think they're connected?
That is what I intend to find out.
Perhaps. All evidence collected here. Alright. Somewhere in Scaladio. Police received a complaint about the body, so since it has a book on it, that means we need to check police records. I'm not allowed fast travel there for some reason. Not allowed fast travel because it's not a fast travel point. That's the fast travel point. Okay, into the archives. You can check. Okay, crimes. Complaints? Does that count as complaints? Complaints. Report number 1227. A sailor was reported drowned in a public park at the intersection of Harbour Avenue and Baskerville Street. Hey, Baskerville. Isn't that a Sherlock Holmes book? Hound of the Baskervilles. In Scaladio. At the time of his death, the victim was presumably under the influence of liquor. The body had a red kiss mark on one of its cheeks. Right, that's the one. looking for... Sailor was reported drowned in a public park. Hang on, let me get outside first. Sailor was reported drowned in a public park at the intersection of Harbour Avenue and Baskerville Street in Scaladio. Okay, Scaladio's here. So Harbour Avenue and Baskerville Street. Okay, so we're on Harbour Avenue. Where's Baskerville Street? Adler Street. It's Irene. Adler is one of Sherlock Holmes's love interests. Doge Street. Dog Street. Harbour. Okay. I haven't seen Baskerville Street anywhere. Oh, here's Baskerville. It's like right here. It's here, then, the public park, across the road from us. This fountain.
Oh, look, they drained the fountain and removed the body.
Not ideal.
Too late.
No matter, we'll work with what we have.
Hey, Adamaka, how's it going? Red Dead looking good? You know it.
Drowning in a 2 feet deep fountain. I've seen some things, but this really takes the biscuit.
It is pretty impressive, but you know, maybe he lost control of all of his bodily functions. Who knows? Same
This
bottle.
wine, again. Don't sailors prefer spirits?
How you getting on, Adamaka?
Drained to the last drop.
We drank all the cyanide.
The victim won't be needing his cap anymore. I might as well take it.
What? That's evidence, Sherlock. Okay. Bin? Oh, right, cigarettes.
Ugh, the litter bin is right there.
Grand yourself? Ah, yeah, doing alright. Wasn't great yesterday, but I think I'm alright today.
A cotton shawl. Could it be our sirens?
Warning letter. Officer Ackley, it has come to my attention that you habitually forget to collect critical evidence from crime scenes. Such absent-mindedness is unacceptable for a police officer. I wouldn't be surprised if you forgot this note somewhere too. This is your last warning, Ackley. I mean it, Chief Constable Donovan. Oh, you're in for some shit now, Ackley. Did this to yourself.
A worn leather tobacco pouch, salt stained from a long time at sea.
Who do the cigarettes belong to then?
Last week's newspaper, the front page reads, "Sky's the limit, Governor funds Arsenal's second airship."
Arsenal could do with another airship.
A broken bottle with no label.
Oh, got the same cigarette.
Light tobacco with a hint of citrus. A bright red lip rouge mark.
Looks like we've got a... It's not a Black Widow killer. Something like that, but I don't think that's what it's called. Oh yeah, it's gonna... It's gonna fucking lie down in the public park as you do. Just Sherlock things. Okay, so you managed to somehow fall in. That seems more likely. Okay. So she shoved him in. Then what? His tobacco pouch is there, but I think it's there anyway. Just lying in the middle of a crime scene, yeah, just Sherlock things. She doesn't have the paper, the paper's over there, so it's not that. He's he's leaning on somebody, so I guess it seems like it's that. Your cigarette is there. So is the paper. The paper could be anybody's, though. I mean, the cigarette seems like it's hers. Getting smashed. She wouldn't have drank from the bottle because there's cyanide in it. This seems more likely.
This sailor is another victim of the same woman. She poisoned him and pushed him into the fountain to make it look like an accident.
Sherlock, the spot where he fell, I saw something. Maybe you should take a look.
How did you see something? You're imaginary. I saw something. Very soggy matches.
A water-soaked matchbox from the Drinking Dutchman. Must be a local pub.
Wow, some imagination there on that fucking name. Still some evidence somewhere. I will find it.
Venetian copper soldi. Authentic, but worthless.
And a fork.
Blimey, the great detective is baffled by a piece of cutlery.
I am being thorough, you dick. Alright, so I guess we gotta find where the Drinking Dutchman is. A box of matches from the Drinking Dutchman, which I found in the fountain. So I need to ask somebody where that is. It is presumably a sailor's bar? So I probably need to dress like a sailor? Get them to talk to me? I could just use this stolen evidence to try to blend in. Sailors like beards? They do, okay. Now you just gotta find a sailor. Shouldn't be too difficult. Just look for water. I mean, we're on an island. It can't be. Just pick a direction. We'll hit the water eventually. Suppose you could say that for a continent too. Just pick a direction. You'll hit the water eventually.
I thought he'd kill the boy. I thought he'd kill the boy.
What happened to the boy? So they thought they'd killed him. Fortune teller kid. Sure. All the liar. Sure. Old acquaintances. Doubt it. Wow, first fucking try on that one. Jesus, that never happens. Magical prodigy. A fortune teller kid was assaulted and chased by a furious customer. The man attacked him because the boy called him a liar. Alright, well, yeah, we'll get on that in a second. Are you a sailor? Yes.
May I ask for your assistance?
Yeah, it sounds unfamiliar to me. I'm sorry.
Right, he must be an officer. Okay, I'm now near the water. There must be sailors nearby. That's how it works. They're like Pokemon. You only find them near the water. Is there like a... There's literally a yacht club here. We might find them there. was wondering, is there a military harbor somewhere? Right, harbor master building. That seems... We'll probably find them around there.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't know, but I'm sure there are others who'd be glad to help a fella in uniform.
You're shitting me. Did I manage to just pick the one sailor who doesn't know where it is? Arsenal Street, that seems fairly naval sounding. Try there. Wait, you're a sailor.
May I ask you something?
Are you talking to me? Sorry, I wasn't listening. On purpose.
Cool. Thanks. Fuck it, I just found it anyway. Cool. Fuck you guys, none of you helped me. I have to find it by myself.
I haven't seen my family in ages. I want to go home.
Can I ask you a question?
Ah, I know this, yeah, let me help you.
Thanks. I know. It's here. Now what? Talk to people there, I guess?
May I ask for your assistance?
I'd help you if I could, but I know nothing.
You guys suck, honestly. Alright, maybe I have to go in. That probably helps.
I'm shipping up to Boston in a few days.
Ah, sucks to be you. Hey, anybody know where I can find some prostitutes that want to kill me? Anybody? I'm being a bit presumptuous there. She may not be a prostitute.
Hey, barkeep.
What can I get you, mate?
Nah, I'm good. Don't want to end up like that guy who drowned in the fountain after having one too many.
Aye, I know the fella. Shame, damn shame. But let me tell ya, it wasn't the drink that got him. 'Twas a curse.
Let me guess. It had something to do with the siren?
No way, mate. That's just a daft superstition.
Jesus, that disguise. The barman's? Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Real curse here. He was from HMS Achilles. Some British schooner, nothing special. Except one of them Jack Tars shot an albatross. Everyone knows it's bad luck.
The beard is hilarious. It's pretty bad.
The dimwit brought the curse upon his whole crew. 3 are dead already.
3?
Wait, I've heard of only 2 such accidents. Are you saying that another man drowned?
Drowned or not, they've all kicked the bucket. Just this morning, another member of the crew
It'll be really
found
difficult
dead.
to kick a bucket
It's
underwater.
A curse, I'm telling you.
Yeah, we're obliged to find out if
it must indeed be the curse, but how do you know all that?
Why, he told me the whole story himself.
The victim told you?
His crewmate. The one who killed an albatross. Harry Thorne.
Harry.
He's renting a room upstairs. Every day, he gets completely rat-arsed, raving on and on about the bird around his neck. He's sleeping it off right now. But when the blighter wakes up, it'll be the same thing all over again.
Do you have a free room?
Certainly do. Dirt cheap. Here's the key. Go pick anyone you like.
Can I pick the one he's sleeping in? For no reason? Alright. Another dead sailor. We've learned about another dead sailor found in the alley behind the Giant Sparrow Club on Queen Street, near the intersection with Gloria Lane in Scaladio. John asked me to check it. Sailor there seems to be another victim of the so-called curse. guilt-ridden mariner. The victim's crewmate is renting a room at the Drinking Dutchman. Okay, so we'll try this first. So, the Giant Sparrow Club. Is the Giant Sparrow Club a club for, like, a really big club for people who like sparrows? Or is it a club for giant sparrows? Queen Street near the intersection with Gloria Lane. Okay, Queen Street. Right, here's Queen Street. So, intersection with Gloria Lane. That's it there. Okay. It is northwest. Alright, so there's Giant Sparrow Club. He was found in the alley behind us.
Ugh, this place stinks of urine and cheap alcohol.
Okay, he will throw me out if he sees me in this gear, so I need to change back to Sherlock's outfit.
Well, if it ain't Mr. Smarty Boots.
Smarty
Guess
Boots.
What? You were right about the poisoning, but this time I'm ahead of the game. We've got another homicide on our hands. Same method, same everything. See for yourself.
They want to say smarty pants, but they figured the slang for pants hadn't come in yet, so they had to come up with something else. Alright, what's up with you? Been
He
bricked.
suffered a head wound. There's caked blood in his hair underneath all the mud. A sharp, bloody rock stuck deep in the mud. The officer must have rolled the body over. An empty bottle of rum. There'd be no sirens.
Oh, this one might be coincidence. Any clues on his dick? No. There's never any clues on the dick. Dragged?
Looks like he slipped. This was clearly an accident.
Oops. This one's irrelevant.
What did I tell you? We've a killer on the loose. I knew it.
That may be true, but this here is very clearly an accident. The victim slipped and hit his head on a rock. I would have thought it obvious.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I thought I had all this sewn up. But you just had to come along and make me look like an idiot. I hope you're happy now, genius.
Very.
Just move along.
So it was a curse after all. The curse of clumsiness. I hope it's not contagious.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's just an optional thing you can do during this particular case. Okay, so we're going back to this one. Let's get back in our sailor gear, because I think they'll kick us out if we're not wearing it. Put our ridiculous beard back on. Right, time to have a chat with this guy who's almost certainly having the fear. The victim's crewmate is renting a room at the Drinking Dutchman.
Oh, it smells of stale cigarettes and damp bed sheets.
Stale
Not
cigarettes
exactly
and
the best place to stay in town.
sex. Sweat. hear him snoring. Fair enough.
Oh, the smell alone makes me feel groggy.
Alright, let's have a little snoop. Uh-oh.
The same as we saw earlier. She's pretty free with her kisses.
Listen, John.
Perhaps too much for her own good.
Letter from Eliza. My dear Harry, you probably don't remember me, but I remember you. How could I ever forget our shared night of passion? Now that you've returned to Cordona, why don't you visit me at the Garden of Delights? You won't regret it, I promise. Don't you worry about the money. You are my very special client. Thinking of you, Eliza. Hang on. Is he going around killing his own guys because they're also sleeping with the prostitute?
The photo of the cursed crew. Here's Thorn, and right next to him, our first drowning victim. Crew of HMS Achilles, Cordona, 1879.
Now we walk into a trap, guns blazing. The game is afoot, Sherry boy.
Well said. I think I'll borrow that line from you, old chum.
Game is afoot.
He's really gone on a binge.
He's out cold. No use trying to wake him.
Have all evidence. Nice. We're out here. Okay, so I guess we gotta find the Garden of Delights. I think that means disguise. So, again, a sailor. This is, we need to ask some people. Who do you think we can ask about it? Hey, buddy. You know where this brothel is?
Do you know anything about this?
Ah, I know this, yeah.
Of course, I bet he does. Alright, where's the Garden of Delights then? It's just down the street. Helpful.
Huh. Does this poster truly claim that Cordona has a ghost?
Oh, it's actually quite far away. Should build the brothel closer to a pub. Oh my. Which one is which? Okay, it's quite a bit down here. Hello, madam? Hello, madam? Hello, madam? 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 John, what are you doing out here? Pardon me, ladies. Ugh. Is that it? Apparently not. It's this one. Okay. It's definitely this one. Maybe I need to talk.
Come on over, lovey. Don't be shy. I can see you're up for some fun. Madame Pauline will see you right.
I'll bet.
Girls, boys, a bit of both. Whatever tickles your pickle, darling.
I like to play Dungeons and Dragons. Do you have anybody who can do that?
Cannot help you with this, lovey.
What are you talking about? It's literally where we're standing right now.
I don't see what you're getting at.
I'm looking for the girl who wrote this letter. Perhaps you know who she might be?
Let me see. No, I don't know, lovey. I have a Lizzie here, but I doubt she can even spell her own name. And what's all this nonsense about a special client? This is a business we're running here, not a charity. What's that got to do with me? Cannot help you with this, Lovey.
I'm just gonna try them all.
Cannot help you with this, Lovey. I don't see what you're getting at. I don't see what you're getting at. Cannot help you with this, Lovey. Cannot help you with this, Lovey.
I'm looking for a specific girl. This is her shawl. Do you have any idea where she might be?
Ah, I know who you mean. It's the goody two shoes down the street. She's not one of mine, though. She's not even a working girl, if I say so myself.
Oh.
Trust me, Lovey. We'll give you a much better time.
I don't doubt it, Mum, but
does
I have to see her
does she
first.
know Dungeons
Thanks
and
for your
Dragons? Okay, down the streets. This way.
Yeah, I think we should interrogate some of them. Well, hell, all of them.
Calm down, John. No, madam. 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 We have a fast travel to get back here too.
Harry, it's you. I knew you'd come. It's been so long, but you haven't changed a bit. I don't suppose you remember me, do you?
You must be Eloisa, yes? I got your letter.
Wonderful. No point beating around the bush then. I've missed you, love. I wonder if you still have your prowess. Why don't we go to my place for some wine and something extra?
How could I refuse such an offer from a pretty girl like you? Let's go right now.
Wonderful. Follow me. It's not far from here.
So is she sending letters to
Well,
everybody
here we
in
are.
the crew?
Make yourself comfortable, love.
Delicious poison.
There's wine on the table. You should have some. Loosen you up. Bring out your naughty side.
Sorry, don't drink.
What will you drink with me?
Absolutely. I'll join you in a minute. I just need to powder my nose.
All right then. I'll be waiting for you, pet.
Did you just call her pet? Seriously? Boy, you are truly hopeless, Sherlock.
I am not trying to actually bang her, John. Otherwise I would have put the charm on, you know? But I don't have.
Siren's song. She is consistent, I'll give her that. The bottle was open and the cork replaced.
Okay, I don't know what the cog means. That's new. Casebook. Find a use for the item. Put in the tea? I just smack her with it.
Hey, if you want to keep this stupid act up, you better pour out the wine and quick.
Hey, is there a sink somewhere?
Hurry up, she'll be out any second.
Mother was dead. Today, as I watched the ripples around him, I should have felt relief, yet I felt nothing but my own pain. Only memories could fade away like those ripples. I wish I could forget that dirty alley, that fear and helplessness, that feeling of their hands all over my body. Okay, I can't wash it away, not even by killing them, but there's only one left. It's too late to stop. Right. So she was assaulted.
This lip rouge looks good on her.
Well, she was another word that Twitch will ban me for saying, so.
Ah, she's smoking citrus-flavoured cigarettes. The dots connect.
Where'd you get the
White
cyanide
powder with a
from?
bitter almond-like odour. These are no smelling salts. It's cyanide.
the fucking window. She's gone in there. Gotta go enjoy your weird sailor cosplay. I will.
Come on, hurry up.
HMS Achilles, Friday, 5 p.m. She prepared for their arrival.
My dear Eliza, with this I am sending you the money that I promised in my last letter. Your father may still blame you, but I don't, darling. I know that none of it was your fault. He won't listen to me, but I am sure he misses you too. I beg you return home. Well, sounds like a prick. Till then, you're in my thoughts and prayers. Your loving mother, Rachel Esposto.
The beloved child of a rich family.
Oh, here she comes.
Well.
Sorry for making you wait, sweetie. I hope the wine has kept you good company.
Oh, yes. I needed to wet my whistle real bad.
But the bottle is full. You didn't even take a sip. Come on, drink it. I insist.
I have to decline. I believe the contents may be detrimental to my health.
Wait, what's happening?
It's time I drop my act. This beard is false. I'm not Harry Thorne.
Oh, I see. You're from the police then, yes? Here to question me.
There's no need.
Exactly.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I know that you killed Thorne's crewmates, and I know why.
Well, Mr. Holmes, you can save your breath. I won't deny a thing. But please, stop tormenting me with this farce. Do what you must.
They kind of fucking deserve it.
I'll keep it a secret, but you do have to stop.
How can I stop now after all I've done? I thought it would bring me solace. Stupid. It is too late.
You cannot undo what you've done, that much is true, but it's not too late to move on. It's never too late.
You're right. You must be right. I knew it all along, I just didn't have it in me to admit it.
I'm glad that you do now. And here's your shawl. Try not to lose it again.
Don't stab me or poison me.
I won't. Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Thank you so much.
Where'd the smooch come from? I will collect this and add it to my inventory. What was I supposed to do with the wine? That's going to annoy me. I'll have to look back now and see if there's something I can do with it. Anyway. Right, case closed. Okay, we'll do one more and then we'll move on with the main plot. So we have a stolen violin. My old violin has been taken. If you have any information that may aid in my instrument's return, please visit me on Professor's Road, north of Adler Street in Scaladio. All help appreciated, Anthony Jones. We have the murder of a priest. People are talking about a priest who was found dead with his hands severed. The only item of note that the police were able to find was a saw lying next to the body. Despite an ongoing investigation, people are worried, that the culprit will escape unpunished. Beyond a joke. 3 houses were robbed in Grand Surrey during magic shows. The police are looking into it, but apparently without any progress. Splitting the loot, we've come up already. It's 3 guys, bank robbery. They were all found dead. Nobody knows where the loot is. And then street magic, we just came across. Something happened near the crossing of Harbour Avenue and Thunder Road in Scaladio. Fortune teller kid was assaulted and chased by a furious customer. The man attacked him because the boy called him a liar. We have these story things. Did we get that here? Or was it somewhere else? In Silverton. Must have been here. Okay, hang on. Let me just have a look at that. Also, we can change our wardrobe now. Cordona stories I don't think are actual quests. They're just like little lore moments that you can engage in if you feel like it. Can I mark this somehow? Alright, I think that's the poster here, so what's this about?
Unholy howls keeping you inside at night? Luigi can help. All ghosts gone.
Is this Luigi's
Meet on the
mansion?
southern pier of the Silverton port. Donations gratefully accepted. This town loves the supernatural, but all I see is another scam to disprove.
The world shrivels under a skeptic's eye. That's why you're so sullen, Sherry. You leave no room for delight in the magical.
I delight in making the unknown known. Let us begin by asking someone about the poster and then pay this Luigi a visit at the port.
Alright, we gotta put an end to Luigi's reign of terror. Closer inspection, it was a poster announcing ghost removal services. It appears that something strange has been disturbing people in the neighborhood. Okay, it's a ghost. It's both Luigi's Mansion and a Ghostbusters reference. If there's something strange disturbing people in the neighborhood. The ghost hunter waits for clients on the southern pier of the Silverton port. It's time we made a call. Silverton is a fairly rundown area, so we should wear like locals outfits. I don't think I have anything actually. See, I don't know if the bottom one is just the locals or if the bottom one is thieves, you know, in general. Like, it would kind of make sense that the Slavic gangster one would be approved by other. I'm gonna go with this one. Do I have anything that improves on that? Okay, so we're going to southern pier of the Silverton port. Southern. Okay, the most southern is here. It's probably there.
May I ask for your assistance?
I'd rather not talk to your kind.
My kind? Okay. Can't talk to him. Talk to him.
May I ask you something?
You have come to the wrong neighborhood.
Okay, I'm gonna try the gangster one instead. Do they prefer me with or without the beard? They don't care.
Could you help me?
Yes, friend. I know something about this business.
A ghost story. Locals speak of a strange inhuman howl that is terrorizing Silverton. The screech only occurs in the evening, seeming to come from everywhere at once, and is especially harrowing on foggy nights. Those who live near the port say they also saw flickering lights of unearthly colours floating above the water. Some residents are so frightened that they will not leave their homes after sunset. Others even barricade their windows and doors as if that could prevent a ghost from entering.
Someone is playing on people's ignorance and fear.
or someone is bravely going toe-to-toe with an otherworldly evil to protect the innocent. You're the hero people deserve, but he's the one they need.
Batman? Is this not this? Silverton Port, southernmost pier. I'm on it. It's right here. He was the ghost.
May I ask you something?
Get away from me.
He's back. He's a different guy this time, though.
Could you help me?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Everyone's looking at us, Sherry.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Yes, does that not count as whatever it is I'm trying to find? Given his inane inquiries, Sherlock must be conducting an experiment on the effect of non sequiturs. Bananas are actually a herb. Okay, you say so. All goes gone. Meet on the southern pier of the Silverton Port. Silverton Port, southern pier. I don't understand. Is it this? Okay, might be this. This route. Mad sprint. How do I get in there? Oh. God damn it. Shortcut. Okay, now it is possible to run off into the water and then Sherlock can't swim, so careful. Alright, this looks like it's not here either. I haven't gone far enough, maybe? I don't think I can get there. See if there's a spot further down that I can... Okay. I would assume this is the... But to be honest, I thought the other one was the Southern Pier, so I don't know anymore.
May I ask you something? A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Sake. Who looks like a ghost hunter? Hey, you guys ghost hunters? Alright, I'm guessing this isn't it. Alright, we got one other place we can check, which is there. Even though I'm sort of starting to question what they think the Southern Pier is. I don't get it. I was here. Did I just have to come out and leave? Is that what it was?
Not much brandy was spilled when the bottle broke. Someone had drunk most of it already. Not enough for a murder, but plenty to suggest fists were flying in a collie shangles. I wonder if Luigi made it himself.
I reckon the ghost is responsible for all this mess.
The ghost punched somebody?
Until we locate any evidence to the contrary, we shall continue to exclude the supernatural. Let me concentrate, John.
People gathered here.
The ghost hunter's stand was here. Someone stormed up angrily.
Let me take it from here. It was the ghost of Cordona, a horrific being, formless, with evil eyes and glassy skin, shimmered like a nebula. It lurched towards its foe.
No. Clearly not a ghost.
No, John, it was human. We're staring at the evidence of a scuffle between men.
A little imagination never hurt anybody.
If a mark realizes they've been had, that the fear was baseless, the money defrauded, they will likely return to voice their displeasure.
She did.
And thus Luigi took a beating. Fools should have at least moved locations between scams. After the attack, he fled bloodied and bruised.
Well, that's the end of Luigi's Mansion, I guess. Okay. This way.
Looks like he crawled that way.
Up the steps. His hand there. Sorry, I thought another thing had popped up. Wait, did another thing pop up? No, okay.
The empty bottle suggested intoxication. This vomit confirms it.
Chundered
Well, if you were
everywhere.
tailing supernatural creatures for a living, wouldn't you start drinking?
Thanks to you, I am often forced to tail the supernatural, and yet I'm still sober. Mostly. There's a bottle missing. After expelling all the alcohol from his stomach, it seemed he was compelled to replenish it.
Nice.
Perhaps because booze eases the pain of his lonely and dangerous life as a ghost hunter.
Yes.
You need to stop reading the Penny Dreadfuls.
Like, I do like this kind of like following the trail and seeing the kind of stuff he got up to on his way, but I don't like that we have to do it in this mode. Because I kept drinking. I think it just detracts a lot from the, you know, actual world and art. That you're kind of stuck in this thing while you're waiting for. Like, you can't really track it like this, because you'll fucking miss everything. So. Wow, he chugged that pretty fast.
We must be near his hideout.
Maybe we just leave, Sherry. There's no need to disturb the ghost hunter from his beauty sleep.
Looks like an appropriate home for a ghost hunter.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Alright, what do you think? Combat time? Ah, no, it's too small for combat. Oh, there he is. He's got some pin-ups as well. The bubes are out though.
Donations, one presumes. Handcrafted, actually rather beautiful work. An eerie and unsettling sound. The painter definitely has an aesthetic.
Knife something? Oh, it's the drinks.
So this is where all the money was going. So you see, John, nothing supernatural, just a drunken lowlife fooling superstitious sailors for a living. You can't argue with the truth. The truth will out no matter what one does. You can embellish it all you like, but you're just delaying the inevitable.
Well, he can delay it no more. After what happened at the port, this scam won't work again.
Alright, as I said, these are kind of like smaller. Like, some of them aren't even that involved. Okay, so we got these 5. I would like to do one of them, so I'm gonna use, which I haven't really done, even though I made it ages ago, but I'm gonna use command. Let's see if it works. Oh, that didn't work. I must have something wrong with my code. Alright, anyway. 1 to 5. This one. Alright. Grants array during magic shows, or at least they're looking into it. Apparently without any progress. Alright. I don't know what I have wrong in that though. I think I might have too many closing brackets. Anyway, moving on. Grand Surrey. This is a book thing, right? So, 3 houses were robbed in Grand Surrey during magic shows. Okay, so that is a police thing to look at.
How do you do?
Just fine.
Is that the sort of thing? Yeah.
is... property crime? Yes. Pattern. That's right. Police memo. Dispatch a unit to investigate burglaries at the addresses below. Note, look closely into this amazing Alonzo guy. He must be somehow involved. He's Constable Dunn. So I got my places. So we got a couple places we can look at. Burglary at the Gruber residence. Burglary at the Lane residence. Burglary at the Calf residence. Does John have something nice to say about me? I love it when the search is simple. Sherry knows I hate digging through papers and keeps his quest as short as he can. That doesn't make me sound cool. Anyway. Which is the closest? The Gruber? Hans Gruber? Lady Gruber's house on Gallifrey Street between Belvedere Street and Bonanza Road in Grand Surrey. Okay. Should probably wait till I'm outside before I try to check that. It's on Gallifrey Street between Belvedere Street and Bonanza Road. Okay. So Belvedere and Bonanza in Grand Surrey, which is over here. Here's Belvedere Street. Belvedere, Bonanza. Gallifrey. What? That makes no sense. Between Belvedere Street and Bonanza Road. So, Belvedere Street goes this way. Bonanza Road goes this way. Gallifrey Street is here, so it's one of these houses. Head up north and just ask somebody.
May I ask for your assistance? Don't take it personally, sir, but I know nothing about this.
Aye. The Burgley Gruber. Gallifrey Street between Belvedere Street and Bonanza Road. Where are we? Well, we're coming on to Belvedere Street, or Gallifrey Street now.
Magic is all the rage these days.
Alright, it must be this one. Careful, don't look at the peen. Oh.
Who do you think you are, barging in here like this? Another hack writer from the Chronicle, here to mock my misfortune?
Yep.
I will not tolerate your lampooning.
Why not? It's
I have
funny.
no intention of mocking you, and I am no hack writer. My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Holmes? The name sounds familiar. Are you perhaps related to that brilliant young man, Mycroft Holmes?
No.
My late husband, Sir Ralph, spoke very highly of him.
Yes, indeed, he is my brother. I am sorry for your loss, Lady Gruber.
Loss isn't the word for it. It's an outrage. It was a black pearl necklace, not some mere bauble.
I meant your
Actually,
husband.
I meant your, Never mind. What happened exactly?
What happened? I was robbed, for heaven's sake.
Yes, details.
While my guests and I were enjoying the amazing Alonzo show, a thief broke in through the window and stole my necklace.
Right.
Do you suspect anyone? One of your guests, perhaps?
Good heavens, no. My soirees are strictly for Cordona's creme de la creme, very far removed from the debaucheries of that libertine Lady Calf. I suspect Lady Vaughan, the governor's own cousin, or the Right Honourable Lord Crane,
Oh, it's
or
definitely him.
Lieutenant Colonel Wolfe from Dorset?
Yes.
Preposterous!
All of them. They each got a black
It was a
pearl
magic
each.
show, yes?
Oh, yes. Alonso turned cards into butterflies. An impressive spectacle. Everyone loved it. Lieutenant Colonel Wolfe became so excited he had a coughing fit. I had to send him to the guest room to catch his breath.
I'd like to take a look at the crime scene.
Please go ahead, Mr. Holmes. I haven't touched anything whilst waiting for the police. Those laggards do take their time, don't they?
I wouldn't know. Right. Bedroom. Right.
The audience don't notice the secret compartment hidden behind all the cards. Pushing this button swaps the upper and lower compartments and releases the butterflies. Signed by someone from the audience, I think.
Ah, this Alonso enjoys changing faces as much as you do.
Oi. I do it for public good.
A hint of gravitas for my wardrobe.
Yoink. It's fucking stealing everything. John's playing the theme of the game. It's pretty good. Oh, oops. Oh! Okay, I don't think his peen was out, but be careful. Evening. Hello, madam. Look at those. John? Hey, me like one of your French girls, is it?
This bedroom looks more like a treasury.
Or dragons there.
The hookah.
Even asleep, she's guarding her precious hoard.
A lot of hookah.
These cards are carefully arranged. The thief is trying to tell us something.
I don't know what, but something.
All the other jewellery is untouched, but why?
This butterfly must have seen something. Come on, little chum. Spill it.
I think it's fake, John.
How did it get here?
Right, here's the window.
The glass and the locking bars are intact. The windowsill is perfectly clean.
So somebody came in and just opened it. No one actually climbed in or broke it or anything like that. Yeah, I know. I can hear the Mind Palace thing. Let's see if there's anything left. How is... I think the amazing Alonso might actually be a magician. How is this just hanging here? That's impressive shit. Okay. Okay. Here's Amazo. His butterfly's out. So who was here? She mentioned nothing about something like this. It seems more likely. Okay, so Chief was enjoying the show. that's all that's there. For these two, this one seems likely. So it's a choice between somebody we don't know or this guy. Where's this guy coming from? Alright, so he was on the side. People were distracted by the butterflies. He made his way over. Unlocked. Stole it. Then opened the window. I don't think he went out though. I think he just opened it to make it look like somebody got in that way.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Did she help him out? Okay, maybe she helped him out? To here? Then he pretended to be sick?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Okay, maybe he did unlock the door?
The Lieutenant Colonel picked the lock to the bedroom and opened the window to make it look as though someone broke in.
Faking a coughing fit, Lieutenant Colonel Wolf entered the guest room where no one would see him. He picked the lock to Lady Gruber's bedroom, stole her necklace, leaving the window open to make it appear as though someone broke in. Okay, so he faked a coughing fit, came in there, did the thing. Potentially explains why there's butterflies out here. Something else to look for here? No.
The thief didn't break in through the window, as he would have you believe, Lady Gruber. He picked the lock of the door from the guest room. It seems as though Lieutenant Colonel Wolf has sticky fingers.
But why would someone of his station commit such a crime? He's a reputable man, a commander of the Dorset Regiment's 3rd Battalion.
Did he introduce himself to you as such?
Why, yes. He was such a debonair gentleman, a brilliant raconteur.
So you've never
And an
met
impostor to
him.
boot. A thief in wolf's clothing, so to speak.
But, Mr. Holmes, that is a serious accusation.
The Dorset Regiment has only 2 battalions, Lady Gruber.
What are you saying? I need to sit down.
Yes, quite.
Well, you know, I may catch the thief yet. Until then, I bid you farewell.
Alright, got the key evidence. Did we get all the evidence? Alright, we can leave then. Okay, so we've done that one. Let's try this one. This is also Grand Surrey. So a precious painting was stolen from Sir Finlay Lane's gallery at the intersection of Saul's Row and Joy Avenue in Grand Surrey. So Saul's Row and Joy Avenue. There's Joy Avenue, there's Saul's Row. So it's here somewhere. Any newsy papers?
Extra! Danger in the deep! Officer Act! Interested in some Cordona news?
Sure.
Check the front page. You won't regret it.
I might. You don't know. The drowning of 3 seamen, giggity, has struck fear into the hearts of all those that live near the water, with whispers of a mermaid's curse travelling quickly across Cordona. Authorities have declared the sailors' deaths to be accidents. This has done little to quell worries about who the mermaid may strike next. Officer Ackley of the Cordona Police was dismissive, saying, "You do not need a vengeful fish woman to drown in a puddle if you are arf and arf." Arf and arf? What? We advise citizens to limit their drinking. Arf and arf? I don't understand that at all. A dog? Bork. We advise citizens to limit their drinking and always travel home with a companion. That's not, that's good enough news. Amazing Alonso asks an audience member to sign a card of their choosing. He shuffles the deck so that the selected card remains on top, places it inside a box which has a secret compartment containing butterflies. By pressing a secret button, the magician swaps the unsigned cards for butterflies and releases them, much to everyone's amazement. Alright, so we'll check out here Finley Lane and his painting. Alright, so it's here somewhere. This one, maybe? Yep, got our Alonso guy again.
Magic is all the rage these days.
You know you're indoors, right? You don't need to keep wearing the hat.
My apologies, but I am not in the mood for visitors. Not after the debacle that was my last auction. Stolen from by my own valet. Bitten by the viper I nursed in my bosom. Oh, the indignity.
Oh, drama indeed. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I could help you get to the bottom of this.
Sir Finley Lane, philanthropist, industrialist, art collector. It is a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Holmes. I suppose I could use your help, if only to confirm my suspicions about Vincent.
Could you tell me more about Vincent?
A scoundrel with 1 leg and 2 faces. He's been my valet for a dozen years.
1 leg?
Who would have thought that he would stoop so low as to steal from me?
Vincent has only 1 leg.
He lost his right leg in the Crimean War, but despite his age and his peg leg, he's actually spry on his foot. I took him in, gave him a job.
Crust of bread.
This is how he repays me.
What happened at the auction?
I intended to sell the gem of my collection, Cordona cypresses, to fund an orphanage. God knows we need to take some of these poor waifs off the streets. To entertain my guests before the bidding, I arranged a magic show. When it was over, I went upstairs to the gallery, and it was gone. The cypresses were gone.
So you suspect your valet of stealing the painting?
There's no one else to suspect. He's the only person other than myself who was upstairs that day. He had asked for a day off only the night before, so I was a little surprised when he came here just before the auction.
Did he tell you why?
That is a bit
Something about a
suspicious,
damaged paper roll. I'm refurbishing some rooms, you see, but that's his job. I don't bother myself too much with the details.
It's your house.
Did your guests enjoy the show?
Oh, yes. The amazing Alonso is well worth the money. The orange trick was nothing short of amazing. Everyone was completely enthralled.
I'd like to take a look upstairs where the burglary took place.
Well, you look like a decent man, Mr. Holmes. Here's the key to my gallery. It's the only copy, so please don't lose it.
Tell me what to do. It's really much of a gallery, exactly.
Pretty big for an orphanage. An ambitious project.
Fucking prison.
These must be the names of the contributors.
These are real sweet-smelling oranges, not props.
Something.
There are traces of concealer on the rim.
Let's see, where's makeup? Compartment, clearly.
Pushing this button makes the oranges grow within seconds.
Inject them with something.
Secret compartments are hidden amongst the fake foliage. Nothing but a clever illusion.
Sorry, John. It's fake. Nothing like that floating lantern he had last time. Now, that was genuine magic. Just gonna rub my junk on everything to see if I can interact with it. Blue paint residue. Okay. So we'll figure out what that's about later. Hit the gallery. Where's that a map of? It's not a map. Looked like a map. More paint? Does reach across to the blue paint. Interesting.
The frame is intact. He took only the canvas.
There's still more of the canvas at the... That's not really how... Anyway, whatever. Well, I suppose it's not a wrapped canvas painting. Maybe it is just sitting in it.
Cordona cypresses. Angelo Cicchetti, 1840. It doesn't matter who squeezes the oranges. What matters is who gets the juice. The end's in Miner's End. The end of what?
Of some miners, apparently.
We have the key. See anything.
I remember playing sardines as a kid, squeezed into tight spots. This feels the same.
If they took anything else. There's something downstairs that would explain the blue paint and the scratch marks. Ruffled carpet too, if that means anything. I think it does. What's the blue paint mean? get out with the painting? Like we're missing something. They would have done it from here?
The next lot is Sherlock's Unmentionables. Do I hear £500? 400?
0. Stuck. Oh, stuck. These are things? No. It's a thing.
That vial, Vincent.
The marvelous orange tree. Amazing Alonso uses a special apparatus to make a small orange tree grow fruit before the audience. The oranges are hidden in secret compartments among the fake leaves. By pressing a secret button, the magician sets the device in motion. The oranges appear to grow within seconds, much to everyone's amazement. Alright, so the oranges are already there. He just reveals them. Still hasn't answered how they got the canvas out. Maybe some of the other doors open. I just didn't check them. Like there's this. That seems...
Oh, someone spilled the paint. Mind your step, Sherry.
Right, footprint, size 9. The paint splatters on the plank and floor don't match up.
That's a different blue.
Fella's only got one leg. Can't blame him.
Empty space, a missing wallpaper. Let's check if there's anything else before we do that. Right, I think we're good. It's not in this room. Thinking somebody crawled across. Doubt. Thinking they probably would have heard it. Looks like there's stuff downstairs too. Or not. Okay, so they put the wooden plank down. And they get it from here. Do we think he did that? Okay. fine. We'll assume it's that. And what? He has to scoot across because he only has the one leg. Seem likely?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
The alternative is that it's somebody else did it. I suppose we haven't accounted for the missing wallpaper.
The thief entered the house disguised as Vincent, removed his fake peg leg, and walked across the plank to the gallery where he stole the painting.
Alright, if you say so.
Your valet is innocent, Sir Finlay. In fact, he wasn't even here on the day of the auction.
But I saw him with my own eyes.
The man you saw was disguised as Vincent, with both his legs present and extremely capable. As you were engrossed in the show, he walked across a plank to the gallery right above your heads. An acrobatic feat of no mean proportions.
My good old Vincent, in truth, I didn't doubt him for a second.
Sure
Do
you
know
did.
who the brazen thief is?
Not yet, Sir Finlay, but rest assured I will find him.
I would be much obliged if you'll recover my painting, too. Just think of all the urchins who would get a chance at honest work.
Right.
Wait a moment, I thought you were planning to fund an orphanage, not a workhouse.
Bah! Workhouse. What an outdated notion. The orphans will be fed, clothed, and educated.
Boss.
Yes, they will also learn an honest trade.
Uh-huh.
What's the harm in that? Surely it's better than picking pockets and begging on the streets.
If it gets them killed.
With all due respect, Sir Finlay, this is exploitation of child labour, no matter how you look at it.
You're entitled to your opinion, sir, but the fact remains the painting belongs to me, and what I do with it is nobody's business but my own.
You'll find the
Thank
painting
you, and good day.
Belongs to the artist, not you. Alright. All evidence? Now we're out of here. Alright, one more. Lady Cass House, Baskerville Street, north from the crossing with Silent Way. Here's Silent Way. Baskerville Street, there, so it's around here somewhere. This is an Alonzo standee. It is. Hello, madam.
No problem. The investigation's well underway.
I'm sure it is.
Well, aren't you a dashing young man? May I ask your name?
Sherlock Holmes. at
Very,
your
very
service.
close to me.
I'm Lady Carr. But please, call me Miriam. How have I never seen you at any of my parties? Oh, you've missed out on so much fun. The latest one was a blast. First, a magic show. And then, to everyone's surprise, an audacious burglary.
I beg your pardon, Lady Carr, but why are you so excited? Wasn't it your house that was burgled?
Let me ask you, have you ever witnessed a crime at a party?
Yes,
of course not.
unfortunately.
But my
I have,
guests
actually.
have. Oh, it was a night to remember. Everyone's gone home, but at least I have these fine gentlemen here to keep me company.
This looks quite lax for a police investigation.
I'm sure the officers are eager to sink their teeth into the case, but I thought a small aperitif wouldn't hurt. Nothing like a little champagne to get the brain working, I say.
Right.
Could you be more specific? What exactly happened?
Well, there were drinks and hors d'oeuvres, followed by more drinks, of course. And then we
And then
gathered
more
to
hors
watch the
d'oeuvres.
amazing Alonso saw himself in half. Oh, it was breathtaking. Some guests had to be revived with smelling salts. Then I invited everyone upstairs to see Abel's collection of curios. And there, someone had stolen Abel's treasure.
You mentioned a treasure.
Treasure.
Frankly, I have no idea what it is. Some kind of shell the size of a dinner plate. Didn't look that valuable to me. Abel brought it back from America, a place called Massachusetts or something.
You mean Massachusetts?
Yes, Massachusetts, that's what I said.
That's it, that's the
He's
one.
been strangely obsessed with it ever since. Locked it inside a chest like some treasure. Poor Abel, he's going to be so upset when he returns.
Most is Abel.
Who is Abel? Your husband, I take it?
Yes. My Abel is a famous, what do you call it, astrologist. He travels the world, digging up saucy sculptures, old chamber pots, that kind of thing.
Archaeologist, you mean?
Boys and your silly hobbies.
I'd like to take a look upstairs where the burglary took place.
Certainly, be my guest. Such panache. You have to see it to believe it.
Right. Now to begin our ceremonial rubbing of our junk on every item in the room to see if we can interact with it.
Lady Calf certainly spares no expense.
Sir,
Hello.
only just wash the upstairs floor. Just stay down here until it dries. Sir, only just wash the upstairs
I'm afraid
floor.
I can't do
Just
that.
stay down here until it dries.
John, what are you doing?
Sherry, we are spending too much time hunting criminals and too little time carousing. These people certainly know how to have fun.
Ugh, I'm stuck. I continue to be stuck. Okay. Alonso's back. Gramophone, lots of drink. Lots of drink. Well, okay, the drink continues. This must be where the show happened. Nice.
This deceptively simple box is actually an elaborate apparatus. Alonso must be a short, lean person to be able to fit inside.
Not the saw blade itself that we want to look at, no?
An industrial-looking saw, I imagine it's fairly loud.
Is that written out?
The saw was working for several minutes to build up tension in the audience. Short brown hair without a root. This ribbon bears faint traces of soot.
Well, there ain't any rabbits in this hat.
That's mine now. Midcast Party Marathon. They say Grand Surrey is the district that never sleeps, and they don't lie, especially when it comes to the Calf residents. Lady Miriam Calf, wife of the acclaimed archaeologist Sir Abel Calf, has hosted 10 parties in this month alone, and she doesn't plan on stopping. With us spouse away on an expedition to Mesoamerica, Lady Calf is hosting yet another lavish gala, this time featuring Cordona's best entertainer, the amazing Alonso. Is there anything else in this room? Doesn't look like it.
Shards of a broken bottle. That must have been one wild party.
Upstairs now?
Sir, I only just washed the upstairs floor. Just stay down here until it dries.
Nope. Squelch, 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 squelch. Another one?
This doesn't make sense. Why haul this machine up here if one could just steal the chest?
I'm not half bad, am I? You have to admire the gall.
Some kind of fossil?
It looks like a leaf from a fruit tree. Botany's not exactly my forte, but it could be a pomegranate, possibly?
Helicoid spiral sculpture, unknown material, Massachusetts, 1878. I don't think it's a sculpture. Crocodilios. Mayan artifacts excavations in Quirigua? Guatemala? Motif relief with a woman, stone and marble, Athens, 400 BC. You know, you could have just left it there. What the hell is this? No way that's an authentic thing. Tribal totem, expedition to Central Africa, 1875. Mummy of a young woman, Egypt, circa 1000 BC. I'm just gonna display your corpse in my house. Cthulhu. Cthulhu pedestal, stone and silver, Ryla. Date unknown. Could potentially be hinting at the sequel to this game, which is coming out soon. Somebody used the saw to open that, and they did it at the same time that your man downstairs was doing it. Otherwise, everybody would have heard it. Dancy. Maybe? Doesn't have the noise of the bottle. He was being sawn in half at the time. Sherlock did say that it was probably a party. Then we have...
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
doctor saw the chest and masked the sound, the thief used the same equipment as in the magic trick, and at exactly the same time.
See if we can find that. Might be a tree outside. Sorry about walking upstairs, but she didn't give me much choice. Right. Which tree? Here we go.
That's it. A pomegranate.
I found it. Now what?
This ladder's pretty long.
Long enough to reach the first floor.
Where you going, buddy? Stash the clothes.
These gardening clothes look dirty, but those aren't grass stains. It's paint. These are fake. Large boot, size 9.
Same as the paint?
The rubber is very thin, too thin for actual gardening work.
It's a costume. So we hauled the saw all the way up there. Pretty fucking strong.
I can tell you how the crime occurred, Ma'am, but first, if you'll indulge me, you don't have a full-time gardener, do you?
No, I don't. Why, do you think the lawn needs mowing?
Your lawn is perfectly fine. I just wanted to confirm my theory. The thief was disguised as a gardener in order to blend in with the servants. He used a ladder to climb up to the first floor and later escape.
But the sawing? Surely we would have been alerted by the sound.
Ah, this is where it gets interesting. You see, the thief timed it precisely to match Alonso's performance. Evidently, he knew the trick inside out.
Golly gosh, that makes it even more extraordinary.
Golly gosh!
Mr. Holmes, you are a delight. You absolutely must come to my next shindig.
I can't think of anything I'd rather do less, but this investigation is far from over. Farewell.
I can't think of anything I would rather do less. Brilliant. Alright, so we should have one left that's like, you need to find all of these things together. The thief left behind 3 clues, 4 cards on the dressing table, an ace, an 8, a 7, and an 8. The ends in Miner's End written on the mirror, and a gardener's disguise from a costume shop. So we have a year, possibly, which is 1878. The ends in Miner's Ends, we have a location, which is Miner's End, and a gardener's disguise from a costume shop. I don't know what we'll do with that. We'll try to figure it out. Okay, so what would that be? He said the end. Which suggests it's maybe a obituary. I'm never able to find this properly. This way. think every time I just go left and I always miss it.
Mr. Holmes, I have something for you.
That's nice. Uh, 1878 people. I'm gonna say obituaries. Damn it. Alright, we'll try... How do I clear something? Try, like, gardener. Thieves left behind 3 clues, 4 cards. It's 181878. He ends in Miner's End, not a mirror, so Miner's End. Right. And then a gardener's disguised from a costume shop. Ads? Okay, might not be here. It might be in City Hall. Can you get in from this side? Okay, let's try businesses. Gimbel's Costume Atelier. Gimbel's Costume Atelier, located on Copper Street between Lestrade Road and Fourier Street. Lestrade is also a reference, I think. It's one of the detectives that Sherlock Holmes works with sometimes. In Miner's End, established in 1878, the Atelier went into bankruptcy the same year. The building has since been abandoned. It's the one. Copper Street between Lestrade Road and Fourier Street. Okay. Right, Miner's End is... So Lestrade... Copper Street, there's Fourier Street, there's Lestrade Street, so it's here himself right there.
You must be the amazing Alonso.
Sir, if you want to book a show, unfortunately that is not possible. All of my props have been confiscated until further notice. And if you're here to ask me about those burglaries, I have nothing to add to what I've already told the police. It wasn't me.
Clearly a woman. Adam's apple. Found chest. back. Hopefully we're not about to, like... Okay, good. Feminine hands. Feminine hands. Alright. Is there something else here? Fake mustache? Fake mustache. I can't deduce by the thin fingers, but the mustache clearly gives her away. I imagine it's difficult to be a female illusionist in the 19th century. I can't blame her for trying to build a career. Cross-dressing is not a crime, and I have no solid evidence to prove that the amazing Alonzo is behind those robberies. I would rather listen to her story first. Long, thin fingers, a bound chest, that's all the evidence required to realize that the amazing Alonzo is a woman, cross-dressing as a man. The trail of clues led me to her, and I do not believe in coincidences. I wonder if her sex is the only secret she keeps, or if her disguise is just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, there is suspicion. This one, I guess. I don't know.
I'm investigating the burglaries in Grand Sarre. The clues led me to this atelier, but I did not expect to see you here. Someone has clearly been playing tricks on you. Cruel tricks.
It's good to know that you're on my side. I'm here seeking answers the same as you. The person behind this knows my tricks well. So well that it's uncanny. The thing is, I used to practice here back when the atelier was in business. Some of my props are still in the basement. And the answers are too, I think.
What are you waiting for, then?
Look around you. This neighborhood is a criminal's paradise. The building is overrun by bandits.
Ugh.
What should I tell them? Don't mind me, fellas, I'll be in and out.
Yeah.
Let me compliment you on your disguise. Especially the mustache.
Thank you kindly. I wouldn't call it a disguise, though. Alonzo is my stage persona. But the moustache is indeed fake, guilty as charged. Mine is a slow grower.
Miss, please, I can see that you're a woman.
Very well, I am a woman. So
wow,
what?
Gave that up
I've learned all my own tricks. I want to be taken seriously, rather than as someone's jumped-up assistant. Do you really think that if I didn't put on this act, I'd bask in the glory of being the world's first female magician?
Actually, that sounds quite plausible.
Huh, that's easy for you to say. Sometimes, if we want to be true to ourselves, we have to pretend to be someone else. My friend told me this once, and I think that he's right.
It strikes me as rather dubious reasoning. Who is this friend of yours?
A close friend, who recently arrived from France. Let's leave it at that.
Uh-huh.
You may have exposed
How close
me,
are we talking
but I
about?
simply don't see how my personal life is relevant.
Fine. I'll go inside and see if I can find something. Don't go anywhere.
Alright, combat, I guess. Skip combat? I really want to. We'll give it one shot. Things don't go right, then yes, we'll skip. This is not why we're playing the game, after all. Also, I don't remember the buttons in the slightest.
Too simple. Don't cry, the snuff's ready.
Give him the snuff. How do I... Fuck. Oh, fuck you. How do I tumble? I thought it was circle, but it doesn't serve to be.
Eat lead.
Take a rest, my friend. Don't bother moving. Give him the pepper snuff.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Time to knock this guy out.
Don't cry, you'll live. The snuff's ready.
Cool. How do I just fucking roll? There's a way to do it. There's definitely a way to do it. Does this guy have enough armor? Sick.
Dodge this!
I'd love to. The game
We can overcome the brute now.
doesn't like you dodging all that much. Fucker.
Don't bother moving.
Time to knock this guy out.
Take a rest, my. Give him the pepper snuff.
For God's sake.
Don't cry, you'll live.
Nah, leave me alone.
I'll put you 6 feet under.
I'm coming.
I'm coming! I'll never
No
say
more
that
crying
to
for
anybody.
you until next.
The snuff's ready.
Give me the snuff.
No, you killed him.
Bullshit! Anyway, I'm not fucking redoing it just for one guy. It's not something? No? This something? This something? It's this something? Herbarium? Or no?
So little
butterflies?
light for these little fellas.
Testing.
The saw was tested on different materials, most meticulous. Timed to perfection. The same oranges as we saw at Lane's house. These must be the diagrams of all the magic tricks in the amazing Alonso's arsenal.
You're getting warmer, Mr. Sholmes.
Sholmes? Mr. Sholmes.
Warmer still. Join me at the fireplace.
Rather not, honestly. Whatever.
Cordona cypresses and a bonus wallpaper roll.
Warmer still. Join me at the fireplace.
Whatever. Dear Sherlock Holmes, trusted as you are reading this, clearly no one else would have half the wit to follow the clues. The police are incompetent most everywhere. Here they are exceptionally pathetic, so imagine my surprise when I learned of you, a diamond on a dung heap, finally a worthy opponent. You see, it's Stealing is a kind of magic. Every magician relies on his repertoire of tricks to deceive his audience. Alonzo is a good magician, but she is not the best. I am. Real name is Melinda, by the way. Like everything else on this island, our amourette began to bore me. Amourette. Okay, so I decided to play one last joke before I left, and if you are reading this, the effort was not entirely wasted. I must admit, I have a soft spot for orphans, so I leave you the painting. May it go to a good cause. Au revoir, Monsieur Sholmes. I hope our paths cross again. Arsène Lupin, the gentleman thief. Very good. Get out of there, John. Stop messing around.
So, what did you find?
Things.
You won't like what I have to say, but you deserve to know. Your French friend, Arsène Lupin, used this place as a hideout.
No, that can't be true. He's staying at Il Palazzo del Luce. He's there at this minute. But how do you know his name?
It is my business to know things, miss. He is the thief. This was all some twisted joke to him.
No, this is just... This can't. He was the only one who understood me. He said that he loved me.
I don't believe that you'll ever see him again. He has slipped away from the island.
Good riddance to him, then. All men are the same, aren't they?
Hey.
They come and go, leaving nothing behind but lies.
Hey.
Well, he also left the stolen painting.
Fuck.
Although I generally do not condone misappropriation, I think you should have this painting. Go to Europe, resell it, learn new tricks. Just don't make a show of it. It's still stolen property.
I will think about it. I never asked your name.
It's Holmes. Sherlock Holmes.
I am Melinda Teller. Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Miss Teller. Good luck.
Oh, yeah. Newcomer outfit. What's that? Watch yourself. Oh, it's the Sinking City outfit. Okay, that's it. That's very good. What's it good for? Miners like it, that's about it. Or the workers, rather. Working folks. The infernal saw. Sawing oneself in half may require a second person inside the box to be the legs. However, Alonso uses a special contraption allowing him to curl up and avoid the saw whilst his feet are replaced with fake. Why does the casebook still have an exclamation? Oh, okay. I never checked these. Okay. I was not expecting that case to take so long, to be honest. I thought we would have got around to this one. So, what time is it? Yeah, we're not going to get to this today. So next time, we will take a look at that on the next Wednesday stream. What's the oldest one? 216. Oh wait, that's that's the time. No, don't look at that. That is the oldest one. Okay. Anyway. Right. So that's it for today's Foley Fables. Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, Part 3. Didn't get any... Well, sorry, no, we did. We got some main plot progress with the sort of childhood trauma that may potentially see the end of our imaginary friend John. I've just realized now on the main menu... You guys can't see it. Hang on, let me shrink. So beside Sherlock, with the gun, underneath that is the elephant from the last case we did. I'm wondering now if... Does this screen fill up with those? There's also a badge, maybe? On his left? Or his right, rather. Our left. And John's playing the violin. I don't know if he was doing that before. That's interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on that then when we come back for other parts, if anything gets added to the main menu. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks, Automakai, for joining me briefly there at the beginning, as well as anybody who was lurking in the background. I did see the numbers going up and down, so somebody was hanging out with me at least. I'd appreciate it. You may have noticed that the chat was appearing on one of sides of me. It's something I've added into the layout to see how it goes from now on. And I was trying something there with the commands, but I must have something up with that code, so I'll gotta test that again myself, I suppose. Anyway, tomorrow we'll be continuing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. We have completed all of the Divine Beasts. We have the Master Sword. So we could finish the game, but we're not going to. We're going to tackle the 3 dragons and the 3 shrines associated with them. And I don't know, we'll probably find something else to keep us occupied so that we don't finish the game. But the end of that game is coming up pretty soon. Friday, we have a double feature. So for the first half, we'll have a sponsored stream. I received a key from Whitethorn Games for a game called Kana Quest. Kana Quest is a sort of gamified way of learning Japanese symbol letters. So like hiragana, katakana, that kind of thing. Be interesting. It looks kind of fun and like cute in a way, but it's also attempt to try to help you learn how to at least pronounce some of the words. And then the second half, we'll take a look at Storyteller, which is a recent puzzle game, recent release. We'll play through that. It's pretty short, so it's possible we might actually do a full playthrough of it. We'll see how I'm feeling and if my brain is still working on Friday. Saturday, we'll continue our playthrough of the Resident Evil 4 remake. I won't say where we are because spoilers, so, just if you want to watch it, it's on Saturday. And then Sunday, we'll have our weekly news recap series where we go over the news that happened in the games industry this past week. Right, I'm going to head off. Have a good rest of your evening, and I'll see you tomorrow for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Have a good one.
Thank you.